Hey guys, we're at St. Pete and we're on the racetrack. Today we're going to try and go get some interviews with some of these fantastic drivers. So let's see what kind of luck we have and go.
It's time for another On the Spot. On the Spot.
Some fans want a classic livery weekend somewhere during the season. Would it be cool to do something like that in IndyCar, or does it seem too gimmicky?
Yeah, I mean, I think the problem is that the sponsors of old aren't sponsoring today. So the sponsors you have today, they probably wouldn't want to share the space on the car for somebody who's not paying for it, right? So it would be fun to have the old liveries, but I don't know if it's realistic, today. I don't think our sponsors would be happy having a different logo on or a different design outside of their own, because they're spending a lot of money to have their own livery.
I think we should do it. I mean, liveries are fun, right? Like every week we do something a little bit different.
Well, it's a tough one, but I shouldn't say that. But the marble color, is such a historical, white and bright red. I think that's really cool.
It'd be fun to do some more like throwbacks, for sure. And I think that people would respond, really well to that. We're fortunate at our team, like one of our sponsors, United Rentals, like they're kind of always up for like doing whatever we want. So it'd be kind of fun to connect back and do some stuff like that.
What kind of liveries would you have?
One of my favorites was 99, maybe 2000. Max Pappas was driving for my dad, and it was also another Miller Lite or Miller car. And they did a really cool dark blue one with like some chrome accents. Harley Davidson was a sponsor on it and stuff. And it was a really it was just, for me, it was a really cool paint scheme. Also, 1996, my dad was driving for Mercedes, and the car was like half silver, a little bit of black, and some paint splatter. It looked like basically down the side pod. That was another really cool one. But, when I think of like iconic ones, like Penske with, the Marlboro cars forever were kind of an iconic livery that everybody remembers. What Elio runs at the Speedway, the Yellow Submarine, is an awesome one. So there's a lot of good ones that we see, but we should definitely do some more. Maybe you can inspire that and make that happen for us.
Do it, IndyCar. How cool would it be to see Graham out there in your old black and yellow colors for a race, though?
Well, that'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it?
Dad's MGD car was a classic.
He's trying to grow a mustache like I have. So, yeah, maybe if he gets the mustache, we can get a black and gold car. That'd be cool.
I see on Twitter you're not a big fan of Graham's caterpillar mustache. Do you think he's growing it just to irritate you? Do you just want to shave it off while he's sleeping?
I've debated shaving it off while he's sleeping, but I figured I'd let him try it out this weekend, and it was a little mixed emotions of how I wanted to root for him this weekend, because I knew if he won, then he was gonna have to keep the stash, and I was gonna have to live with it. But you know what? Unfortunately, he didn't run as well. But I guess at the same time that means maybe he can get rid of it. I started a little poll on my Insta story to see what fans think, and I think most of them are siding with me. So we'll have to see if the fan vote can maybe help have him get rid of it a little bit. I think he needs some more time, more work on it. It's just not coming in as strong as Bobby's at all. His dad said he needs to work on it.
Well, be patient.
If given the opportunity, what reality show or game show would you want to do and why?
Well, I was asked to do Amazing Race with Alex originally, and I couldn't do it because it was a very long time commitment for me to be gone. I had just started a new business with my performance shop. I couldn't commit 2 months to being on the road. I also had just gotten married, and they told me I couldn't have my phone for 2 months. Anybody who's been married or is married knows that is not going to go over well at all. So it really wasn't an option for me. But if I could do that with Courtney, that would be fun.
You know, I would be interested to see if we could survive doing the Amazing Race. I think that would put a challenge on most couples, but I think it'd be really interesting. You get to see a lot of cool places and do a lot of fun challenges, and I totally would. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
I'm not gonna dance. I'm not gonna dance. It's just not my.
I would love to see that though.
No, you really you don't want to see it.
I would love to see him dance because I know that it terrifies him to do that. But I don't know. I think it would be fun to do Dancing with the Stars for sure.
I mean, Hinch.
Then again, I didn't think Hinch could dance either, and he did a pretty good job. So I'm not huge into the reality TV scene. I'll be honest. But I've also had talks about having our own show in the past between my wife, myself, between our performance shop. Think about like a Gas Monkey Garage sort of series. We could easily do something like that involves life in the fast lane here. So there's been talks of that. It's just never quite happened.
I never actually knew that you were supposed to be original partner with Alex for Amazing Race, because I always knew that Alex and Connor were buddies. So I was like, oh, that was Amanda's first pick, and then just told me this, and I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, no, nobody really does know that. It was discussed. We were in Toronto, and they basically came up to me and they said, you're doing it with Alex. We need you to be in LA on Tuesday. You need to go to LA for 5 days or whatever it is. You're going to stay in a hotel with the rest of the cast. What do I need to expect? How long am I going to be gone before I commit to anything? And I got the answers that all I needed to make, unfortunately, the decision that I couldn't do it. But it is funny, and it is a huge world. The other day, we had a great opportunity to go to the MacDill Air Force Base right here in St. Pete, and you'd be shocked at how many people were like, hey, you're that guy from Amazing Race. So, for sure, people, reality TV is huge in this country.
I mean, I could see you doing like Family Feud, maybe.
I think it'd be fun to do like a Family Feud. I don't know, something a little different.
We could do that. We could do that.
Again, I mean,
there's a lot of guys. Yeah, there's a lot. Family Feud. I feel like I live Family Feud every day, so we could probably do that. But the shows I like the best, I would never do. Like, I really like The Voice. Is really funny. But I'm not a singer. Like, I am not going to sing. So I would have to go to, like, just kind of be there. I wouldn't be, like, active or part of the show.
How hard is it being two drivers in two different racing series trying to make a relationship work? You seem to be doing a great job. What's your secret?
It is tough for sure. For a 24 event season versus his 16, 17 event season, however many. It definitely is very challenging. But for us, we get a lot of air miles. We travel a ton. So anytime I was racing and he wasn't, he'd fly to my race and vice versa. So I got to see quite a few of his events, and luckily, I'm getting a little bit more time off this time around, and we'll be able to come out and watch some of his. So yeah, it definitely puts a challenge on any relationship, but I think it's a lot of fun. We knew what we were getting into, and you're two people in two completely different racing worlds, but we're very fortunate we get to travel and see a lot of things together.
Did John Force and Bobby Rahal know each other at all before you and Graham met?
So, fun fact, actually, my dad always knew who Bobby Rahal was and vice versa. My dad, I think, saw him at an appearance at some point back in the 90s, so they were sharing stories about that with us. But ironically, Graham and his race team, they rent a shop from my dad, and they've been renting from my dad's building in Indiana before I ever met him. So that was a little fun fact, but yeah.
What's Christmas and Thanksgiving like out of your house?
It is very chaotic and busy. We always try to go and see his family, right around Christmas time, right before, or right around the New Year, and try to spend time with them and do a trip. And then we go with my family for Christmas up to Lake Tahoe. So it's a road trip up with us two, and then meeting my dad and everybody up there. It's always crazy. But we have done a full family dinner together with the Rahals and the Forces, and there's lots and lots of stories to be told. So it's always interesting getting my dad and his dad together because they have a lot of racing history.
When is the last time you took an any car out for a few laps? Do you ever get to jump in and test?
No, they won't let me do that now. So the last time I drove an Indy car was 1998 in my last race. So yeah, I had my fun, and that was that. So now it's the time for guys like Graham and Hinch and those guys. It's their time, not mine.
Do you think you could go out into a newer car and beat out the kids?
Oh, absolutely, no question.
Well, that was an exciting 3 days. I got to interview all the drivers. Everyone was just so nice to me, and I can't believe I got to do this experience. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Make sure you smash the subscribe button, like, and share. And peace out.